everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm here today with a wax melt haul from a new to me vendor, and this vendor is the Melt Stash. So how did I find the Melt Stash? Let me think. So I believe that I was up late one night perusing, as one does, and I'm in that wax chat Facebook group, and every week they do a self-advertising thread where people can post their links to their shops if vendors are in there or whatever. Sorry. And I think that I had clicked on one of those posts just out of curiosity, and I saw the Melt Stash, who the owner was advertising a sale or an upcoming pre-order or something like that, I think. So out of curiosity, I just looked at their website, and she had a ton of ready-to-ship stock available when I looked, and the blends sounded so up my alley, and the price was right. So everything that I got was in these snap bars. They're like the traditional snap bars that a lot of vendors do with, how many pieces comes in here again? Five pieces, you know, just the traditional guy. And these she has for $2.50. $2.50 for 1.7 ounces of wax. I think we all know that that is an extremely reasonable price. And I believe that it was $50, only $50 you had to reach to get free shipping, which is a very, very low threshold for free shipping, at least in the wax world, in my experience. And I was just, you know, I think I was having a moment. I think I was up late. I think I wanted to therapy shop, and these blends just kind of called to me. I think that I had ended up at like $40, and then it made sense just to add a few more to get free shipping after everything was calculated. So I have quite a few snap bars here. Of course, this is a new to me vendor, so I can't speak to performance yet. I have, however, cold sniffed these, quick sniffed these when I first got the package, and everything smelled absolutely fantastic. There are pour dates on everything, and my friend Tam actually messaged me and told me what a great experience and how much she loves the Melt Stash, and I trust her opinion. She's warmed the wax before, so very, very excited to get into this. First of all, she sent this in a lovely package. It was well wrapped. She wrote me a handwritten card, which I don't have with me, but I kept, and it is so nice, addressed to me by name, signed by her. It was really nice presentation. I was very impressed by that. And she so kindly sent 3 samples, and these 3 samples were all scents that ended up being available in that pre-order that she was advertising, and I did get one of these because I really enjoyed it on cold, so I'll actually go ahead with that one first. So this first sample is called An Old Man's Winter Night, and the notes are balsam fir, roasted pine cone, and sweater weather. So I love that Christmas tree balsam fir scent and roasted pine cones. I think I've talked about it a million times on my channel. It's a gorgeous scent. It does have, you know, that little bit of a fall earthiness to it, but when you hear roasted pine cones, don't just automatically think like super woodsy. It's a very creamy, little bit feminine, just very pretty scent, and it can kind of chameleon either way depending on what you blend it with. Now with these notes, I'm thinking that it's going to be like pretty wintry. Also sweater weather. Sweater weather is a Bath and Body Works type. I like the sweater weather in body care. In wax, I found that it's too strong and cologne-y for me, so I was a little bit hesitant, but it actually works so well in here. The sweater weather is not dominant or overpowering at all. This is definitely balsam fir and roasted pine cones heavy, and it's equally balanced with the two of them. It's not too overly fir, and it's not too overly pine cone. And then having that sweater weather in the background just kind of gives it this masculinity, a little more depth, a little more kind of mysterious like smokiness instead of just a typical Christmas tree scent. Yeah, I love this. I cannot wait to warm this. She gave 2 pieces, which is so generous, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what this smells like on warm because it's really, really good on cold. Don't be scared of the sweater weather because I know all too well that sweater weather is a scary note. Like, trust me, but this is really good. Next sample is Cran Apple Cake, Cranberry Apple Marmalade, and Birthday Cake. I really like this. This is really interesting. So the cranberry apple marmalade definitely has a little bit of an orange zest to it. It's giving very much like fall craft store, but I can actually smell, I can more smell it in the bag, but I can smell that sweet birthday cake. So really interesting combo of like straight up fruity fall craft store with a really, really creamy birthday cake. Really interesting. I'm super excited to try that on warm. I thought that it was kind of gonna be like a winter candy apple vibe, but it's not. It's definitely more of a like clove orange zest, like spicy fall. And then this one here is Amazing Glazin', which is zucchini bread, glazed cinnamon donuts, and wild berry mousse. Zucchini bread's my favorite oil, so we all know that I'm gonna like pretty much anything with zucchini bread in it. Wild berry mousse is one that I have talked about not liking. I have not found a way that I enjoy that scent. To me, it just smells a little too artificial, but somehow it's working with this. I mean, when you put zucchini bread with most things, for me, it's going to turn it into something good. But the glazed donut in here is by far the most prevalent note. Don't be scared of the cinnamon because I barely smell it. Maybe just a little cinnamon sugar. And I think that when it blends with the zucchini bread, it's not spicy cinnamon by any means. And then the wild berry mousse kind of just smells like if the glazed donut, like if the glaze was like a jelly glaze. So it's honestly like a bready jelly donut, glazed jelly donut scent. So I like it. I'm excited to warm that one too. So those are the 3 samples. And now I will move on to my snap bars. Have these in a pile and I'm truly just gonna blind pull. So this first one that I grabbed is Stargazer, Cracklin' Birch, glazed cinnamon donuts, and toasted marshmallow. So this is the same glazed cinnamon donuts that is in that sample. And like I said, I just talked that up and I love it. It's really good glazed donut. Cracklin' Birch, to me, Cracklin' Birch is almost a cousin to pine cone to me, but it is a little bit more rustic. It's definitely a little more masculine. And it has that crackling smoke kind of element, that fire kind of element, whereas roasted pine cones is sweet and creamy. But the reason why I feel like they're similar is because they have like that earthy element, but there's also something else to it that blends so well with sweet scents. This is good. This to me smells like fall donuts. The Cracklin' Birch mixed with that glazed donut just adds this kind of fall earthiness to the fried dough and the sweet glaze. As far as the toasted marshmallow, I don't know that I'm picking that up on cold, but this is gonna be a great fall bakery scent. All right, so next one here, this is Imagine, which is Best Friends, Cotton Candy, and Vanilla Lace. I didn't know what Best Friends was when I bought this. I wasn't aware of the fact that it is actually a single oil, and I could have just looked it up and found out what it was, but it is. It's super fruity. It's like super, super juicy, like tropical fruity. That is just not my scent preference. And in this one, that is mainly what I smell, is that juicy fruit and a little bit of that cotton candy. Objectively, this is good. It's strong and it's done well. It's just not my scent preference. So I know a couple of my friends really like this scent, so it will be going on to them, the Best Friends scent. This one is called Hera. This is blue sugar, tea and cakes, and buttercream. I was so curious as to what blue sugar and tea and cakes would be like together. They're both scent notes that I enjoy, but I've never tried them together because blue sugar is like a slightly masculine, like sugary body care scent. And then tea and cakes is like orange, black tea scone, citrus. And then the buttercream is just buttercream frosting. But I just didn't know how that blue sugar and tea and cakes would work together. But I actually love it. Like, you can smell both the tea and cakes and the blue sugar. It's really interesting. I actually feel like the blue sugar and the buttercream are toning down the citrus, the heavy citrus part of the tea and cakes. And it's actually bringing out like more of just like the black tea and the cake, and that citrus is super toned down because it's so blended with the blue sugar. This one's really good. When was this poured? 6:30. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait a little longer on this one. Some of them were poured a while ago, so I can go ahead and melt them. This one smells really good right now, but I'll probably wait a little bit. This next one is Psyche. This is pink sugar, Palo Santo, and sugar cookie royale. So basically sugary, musky, sweet, smoky bakery. This is fantastic. I love pink sugar and Palo Santo together. I have a scent from another vendor, pink sugar Palo Santo zucchini bread, which is my favorite. But this is really good. It's the mixture of that slightly smoky Palo with the super sugary sweet pink sugar, and then the Melt Stash's Sugar Cookie Royale is the closest to the L3 Sugar Cookie Royale that I've smelled personally. It's a very rich, dense, doughy sugar cookie. Very, very similar. This one is Carnival Candy. This is cotton candy and pink sugar. Just sugary, sweet, feminine goodness. I love pink sugar and cotton candy. This is so great. The cotton candy is a great, fantastic, nice, fluffy, rich, sweet cotton candy. There are certain cotton candies that I feel like are kind of dull. Cotton candy frosting can have that issue sometimes. This is not. This is strong pink sugar and cotton candy. Really good. This one is strawberry zucchini, strawberry white cake, and zucchini bread. I love this blend from so many vendors, so when I see it offered by a vendor that I've never tried, I always have to try this one. This one's really good. I like the strawberry white cake oil. It's not like the super dry one like the Hannah's Baby from Birdie's. It's more of the creamy one, which I like both. I can definitely smell the zucchini bread. The strawberry just kind of smells like a nice, rich, it's a sweet bakery strawberry. It's not a fresh picked strawberry or strawberry jam. Really good. I'm excited to see how that one melts. This one is Sugar Fairies, pink sugar and vanilla lavender. Vanilla lavender is a type. Vanilla lavender and lavender marshmallow are ones that I actually am not the biggest fan of on cold. On cold, to me, for some reason, those two notes can smell a little bit powdery and bathroomy. But every time I put one of those scents on warm, it smells like a delicious, creamy, sweet lavender. So on cold, I'm mainly smelling that like lavender vanilla that is not my favorite on cold, but I'm so excited to warm this up because quite literally every time I am totally impressed. This one is Cozy Nights by the Fire, Marshmallow Fluff, Vanilla Lace, and Fireside. I remember when I quick sniffed these, I think that this one was my favorite. Oh yeah, it was. And I see why. The vanilla lace is the most dominant note in here, and I freaking love vanilla lace. It is a nice musky vanilla. And the Mallow Fluff and Vanilla Lace are so good. I talked about another Mallow Fluff Vanilla Lace blend in a different video, and you know what? This kind of smells like that. It was Baccarat 540 Vanilla Lace and Mallow Fluff. It was a scoop from L3. This, I'm getting the same energy. That Vanilla Lace and Mallow Fluff blend together and make like the sweetest, creamiest vanilla with a little bit of musk. Oh, and her Fireside is amazing. It is just like, it really smells like kind of just lightly burning embers and the slightest hint of smoke. It's super pretty. This is super, super pretty. And this was poured in April, so I am going to melt this one probably tonight. This one is Persephone. This is that vanilla lavender again, sugar cookie royale, pink sugar, and Palo Santo. So it's basically Psyche, the pink sugar, Palo Santo, sugar cookie royale, but with vanilla lavender. So let's see. This one's really pretty. This one, the vanilla lavender, is not coming off as strongly powdery as it did in the other blend. This one, it's really working even on cold. It's that smoky sweet, but with a creamy, creamy lavender. Really good. Really, really good. This one is Welcome Home. I don't have the notes on this one. I couldn't find them. But this is a fall scent. To me, it's kind of giving leaves, but not as fruity as leaves. It's definitely a little more like earthy leaves. It just smells like nice autumn outdoors. Really good. This one is Kettle Craze. Cupcakes at Tiffany's, zucchini bread, caramel kettle corn, and vanilla butter fudge. These notes remind me of Night at the Carnival from L3, which I love that scent. Yeah, it's a very, very similar. Like, this kettle corn oil, though, is so good. It's like the absolute perfect sweet and salty. It really smells like that. It's not, it's definitely, yeah, caramel kettle corn. It is that caramel kettle corn that is gonna break your teeth. So good. And the vanilla butter fudge just adds this creaminess. The zucchini, it's like the zucchini bread like contributes a little bit to the saltiness. This is definitely a salty scent. Salty sweet, but I love it. It's like the type of salty sweet that I want from pretzel that I just don't get from pretzel, in my opinion. This one is called Walk in the Park, Sugar Cookie Royale, Roasted Pine Cone, and Lemon. I recently had a scent that was a tree scent with some lemon and lime in it, and I really liked that. So I was curious on how it would go with roasted pine cone. This scent is so interesting. This is definitely lemon heavy, and it's definitely more of that cleaner lemon, but I'm a person who's like not opposed to that. It honestly smells like you kind of like cleaned with pine salt and lemon, but then there's this like bakery in it. I really like it, but I feel like it's unique. Like, it's probably not for everyone. I would never melt this in my open concept. I think that my girlfriend would hate it, but I will be melting it in my office and my bathroom. This one is Dreamer's Delight, toasted marshmallow, pink sugar, vanilla lavender, and cashmere cedar. We're having like a lot of like trends. As you can see, I'm in a pink sugar phase. I'm in a lavender phase. I'm in a marshmallow phase. I'm always in a bakery phase. So the only note on this that I haven't talked about yet in this haul are cashmere cedar. For me, cashmere cedar is not a tree scent. It's mainly like that super, super rich, luxurious, creamy body care cashmere with maybe just like a little hint of earthiness behind it, very slight. This is gorgeous though. Again, in this one, the vanilla lavender is not giving me that powdery vibe, but you can really smell the rich cashmere in here. This is like gorgeous. Like, this would be a gorgeous body wash, I think. This is definitely a bathroom scent. This one is Eros, Palo Santo, roasted pine cones, and smoked vanilla. I personally love a good smoked vanilla. This one is a chameleon scent in the sense that sometimes it comes off a lot more smoky than other times, depending on the blend. I love a super smoky smoked vanilla, but I really like any vanilla, so I'm fine if it's not. This one is definitely like super, super smoky. I think because it's with Palo, you have to like smoky to like this. I smell mainly the smoked vanilla and the Palo Santo with a little hint of that like creamy, feminine, slightly fruity, earthy roasted pine cone in the background, but it's mainly smoked vanilla and Palo, which I really like and is very like popular in my house. That's a really good one. That is perfect for a fall day. I want to melt it now, but I'm gonna save it for a perfect fall day. I have to say, yesterday I melted like different fall wax all throughout the house because it was like a little bit cooler than it normally is, and I was just like pretending that it was fall. All right, this one is Ocean Berry Bliss, Strawberry Pound Cake, Marshmallow Fluff, and Ocean Mist. Something a little different. I was a little nervous about this Ocean Mist because I'm not huge on a harsh aquatic water scent. I love a salty sea air or a rain, but sometimes when we get into like ocean, sea breeze, sea salt, I start to not be as into it. This is so gorgeous though. I mainly smell the Strawberry Pound Cake and the Ocean Mist. It's coming off way more like a salty sea air to me than it is like an aquatic. So I'm really happy about that. The Marshmallow Fluff just adds this like sweetness, this creaminess, this fluffiness. This is actually really gorgeous. Like, it's unique. It's almost as if it was like a beach nights with a Strawberry Pound Cake, but it's very pretty. I love how sweet it is. It's sweeter than it would be if it was a beach nights. I really like that. I think it's also because they did mallow fluff instead of toasted mallow, and I think that for me personally that would be a preference. All right, this one is Campfire Marshmallow, Marshmallow Fluff, and Fireside. Campfire Marshmallow is just one of my favorite single oils of all time in general. And if you have not tried Rose Girls, it is stunning, like out of this world. This one is really similar to that though. It's strong on cold, which not all Campfire Marshmallows are created equal. Not all vendors can get this one to wow you, you know? It's strong on cold. The Fireside is gorgeous. They have a perfect Fireside. And the marshmallow is gorgeous. This is a great campfire marshmallow that I think would do well on its own. Just based on the cold sniff, it reminds me of the Rose Girls one. Now, granted, I have to melt that and I will let you know, so come back. My empties, I am going to be melting this one soon because it is from April. So I can test that out shortly. This one is Paulo's Palace. So this one here, we're gonna have a conversation about it. We're gonna have a conversation about it because at the end of the day, like, I love and support like as many vendors as I can in the wax world. And like, when I'm talking about things that I like it's not to bolster a business. And like, I hope that that doesn't come off in a disrespectful way or anything, because I'll always try to link to a shop and tell people how to shop and things like that. If I really like a vendor, of course I will talk them up, but I'm not affiliated with a single, vendor that I'm hauling, except for the one Moon Wax Galaxy that I explicitly, said that we were doing a partnered video and that she sent me that wax. I don't do that with any other vendor. So I feel like it's okay for me to talk about how a certain blend reminds me of another vendor's blend. I just do. I feel like, it is, why can I not do that? I'm not forcing your hand to buy another vendor over the others. I'm just sharing my opinion. And listen, this is all just like my own mental like struggle of figuring out like how I feel about that. Not that like anybody has told me I shouldn't. So with all that being said, this is Paulo's Palace. This is Palo Santo Sugar Cookie Royale and Toasted Marshmallow. We all know that this is an iconic L3 blend, but that every vendor does it. They do their own version of it. L3's is called Today is October 3rd. All the other vendors have different names for theirs, or they don't name it at all, and they're all unique. They're not all the same, right? And this is not a, as far as I know, copyrighted blend. So it's not. I know that it's not. So I'm gonna be super honest when I tell you that this is the closest of this blend combo to L3 to Today is October 3rd that I have ever smelled. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they have extremely similar sugar cookie royales. What makes L3 set apart is their sugar cookie royale. They have that super doughy, soft, rich sugar cookie royale, not that like crispy with the crystallized sugar cookie royale. I think that you know what I mean. This one smells hot. I mean, it's the closest that I found. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Take that for what you want, and we're gonna move on. All right. This next one is Kaleidoscope. This is strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and birthday cake. I'm also in a phase with pumpkin pecan waffles. I just sometimes forget how good that blend is. That scent. This is so good. She has a great strawberry pound cake, the Bath & Body Works type as well. It's like perfect. Strawberry pound cake type, the Bath & Body Works type is a much more dry cake. I love that this pumpkin pecan waffles is like, you know, a little bit buttery, but not overly, but the cake is like dry, and I feel like the birthday cake is too, and it's just making it so pretty. It almost smells like, this is like kind of what I want pink frosted cake oils to smell like, that, but they don't smell like this to me. I mean, pink frosted cake isn't bad. And pink frosted cake isn't bad or anything, but I guess this is like what I imagined pink frosted cake would smell like the first time that I like got it in a single oil. It's really good. It's really, really good. Really good. Extra sweet, like strawberry birthday cake. This one is similar. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, strawberry pound cake, and Palo Santo. So instead of the birthday cake, we're gonna add some smokiness to that. So let's see. Oh, this is gorgeous too. You know what though? At the end of that sniff, as I was saying, it was gorgeous. Wait a second. The first sniff is so pretty, but at the end, it smells kind of like wet paint. Like when you're painting a room, you crack open that fresh can of Bear. There's a slight little bit of that on cold for some reason, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it is the combination of the Palo, but I love that strawberry that I get on the first sniff, but it's there at the end. That is so interesting. I am looking forward to seeing what that does on warm. Really interesting. This one is Bake My Day, Cotton Candy, Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Birthday Cake, and Vanilla Bean Warm Noel. Okay. I love Vanilla Bean Noel. I really do. It performs super well in my house for some reason. This is really good. It's all the like super, super creamy vanilla and then with cotton candy. And this cotton candy is really good. So sweet. This is like the perfect like super sweet scent. Love it. All right, I think this is the last snap bar. So this one is Sweet Treats, Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Pink Sugar, and Blue Sugar. I love when you combine pink sugar and blue sugar, the feminine and the masculine, and it just makes this like really pretty. Yeah, I love pink sugar and blue sugar combined. If you haven't tried it, it makes this like, it honestly, I feel like it always takes on the blue sugar more. It just makes it like an extra sweet blue sugar. And then Cupcakes at Tiffany's is one of my favorite bakeries. It's a sweet toffee cupcake scent. Ugh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love a pink sugar and blue sugar together. Okay, that is everything that I picked up from the Melt Stash on Cold Sniff. I am super, super impressed. So I'm looking forward to warming these. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you like wax videos, and I will see you in my next one.